Hello everyone, this is Sathya Nikhil. You're watching me on my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're gonna talk about 5 ways how movies ruin your love, relationship, and romance. As always, let the intro begin. We watch a tons of movies in our life, don't we? Since the time we wake up every Friday, a new movie comes. We watch a lot of movies for fun, entertainment, relaxation, whatever the reason might be. But knowingly or unknowingly, few times, especially in the phase of relationships, we get affected and influenced by these. Just saying that I don't address every single movie made on relationships. Few are made extremely realistic. But to be honest, movies are art, entertainment, business. You need to be aware of the word business right there. It is made and applauded as commercial things which most probably appreciated by the bigger crowd, so more people can see it. So if you're aware of that fact, you can take what you should take and ignore what's left. And you can't blame the artists for doing this, because we are the people who are getting influenced because that fantasy is really that good. Without being aware of this, we destroy our love, lives, relationships so many times. So these are the 5 things you should be very careful about. Of course, there are so many other ways which we can discuss, but here let's stick to 5. First, PEHLE PYAAR ka SIYAPPA. Okay, this one's really funny. You know, in most of the movies, the hero comes, the heroine is there, he looks at her, he decides that she is his lifelong partner for the rest of his life. And that is pretty much so much bullshit. That much bullshit can't fit in your head after you actually be in real relationships in life. If you believe that one person in one instance and one meeting can be your life partner for your all over life, then there's nothing more delusional than that. Because what can you know in meeting a person for the first time? In fact, nothing, because you can only know what they decide to show you in the first time especially. 2. False expectations. Yes, we have expectations on each other just like anyone has on anyone else, even in relationships and even in normal day-to-day life. But when you watch all these movies for so long, especially regarding this relationship category, relationship genre, it is that you set up some not realistic expectations which you have picked up from movies, the way you want them to behave, which is really not the way people behave a lot of times. I know you won't agree with this, but it's the truth. It starts from the false expectations of romance. It starts from the false expectations of how you should treat other people. It brings you to false expectations in how it should start and how it should end and which is a good relationship. This is the biggest thing I would like to highlight. It actually gives you an expectation of this, a standard that this is a good relationship. If this is not the case, then it might not be the commercial good relationship. You know what I'm talking about. Fake feeling stimulation. Point number 3. Fake feeling stimulations. So, you know, in real life, we see someone, we like them, we get in touch with them, they're pretty much compatible. Then slowly let me tell you a fact that we can never like one person 100%. We like few qualities in them, we dislike few qualities in them. That's how it works. No matter how compatible you are with that person, that's how it really works. So when this is the case, you push your emotions on that person with these movies, with the songs from this music, especially Bollywood songs. You push your emotions on that person, you rub your emotions on that person, even though when you're not really that emotionally attached to them. You really stimulate your emotions even when there is no room for emotions, just to put up with that expectations you have created of a relationship, just to keep that relationship lagging for a little bit long. Point number 4, the way you treat them. See, in every movie, the The hero treats the heroine as a queen and likewise. And in real life, that's not really the case. We treat people depending on the way they actually are. You can date one person and treat them in a certain way. When you date another person, you completely change the way you treat them. There is nothing which can be a standard of treating someone. So what I'd like to say here is, especially in the starting of the relationship with the movies you watch, the way they treat each other is the way you follow it. It becomes like a formulae. You keep following that formulae to build that relationship, to build that feeling of that movie. So because of that, it's really hard to know who you are actually as a person for them, and likewise, because when your actions are affected, you really don't know who you are. More than affected, I would love to use the word influenced, because we get influenced that this is the way I should treat this person, because to make them feel special. One, it destroys your originality on how you want to treat your partner. Two, it makes it difficult to know which kind of person you are for them. 5. Breakup ka bakchodi. I don't know how many people really as intensely and magically love their partners as shown in movies, but hear me out. The breakup ka jo bhi hota hai na, after breakup, unawarely most or all the people go to this unwanted Devdas mode, and where do we pick this idea of the self-destruction? It's mostly from movies. If there's an emotional partner you don't like and you guys break because of circumstances or situations or because of each other, you can dust yourself off and you can move on. Sometimes it might feel sad, but sadness is self-destruction is what movies teach you. See, we all know for a fact that relationships some kind of put on an influence to us and really destroy the originality on how we want to treat our partner. So watch the movies, relax with your movies, but don't let it influence you and affect your reality. This is a simple light-hearted video I made because we are making pretty heavy kind of videos nowadays. So I hope you like this video, and mostly the way you are affected it changes your own self. You try to act like that person from that certain film to put up and to be appreciated by your partner. It affects the way it misguides you, it affects your originality, it brings out its consequences because you're affecting your originality, and there is fake expectations and there is disappointment. Because when you like a person, when you genuinely let them see you for who you are, when that appreciation happens, that's when there can be an emotional connect. But when you are watching films and letting them influence your actions, reactions, expectations of everything on how you want your relationship to be, then it pretty sure leads to a lot of disappointment. So make sure to watch movies and enjoy movies like I do, but don't let them influence you much. As always, let the outro begin.